Life is crazy and
Sure is.
bad things happen. And I'm sure a lot of our viewers can relate to having some, crazy moments happen right now. Ray, what's something that you do to keep going?
What I like to do to keep going is I drink my Lucky Energy drink to give me some energy because I know I have the winner in me. I'm just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like today, I came in really tired, and I taste that Lucky Energy. It hits you. I'm gonna be honest.
Took you there.
It takes you. It makes me want to run and scream and yell. And by the way, it's all natural. That's what makes it dope. So I do that when I'm trying to pick myself up.
Absolutely. And it's crazy that you mentioned Lucky Energy because the founder himself has walked through so many different things. He was in a plane crash where 136 people died and he survived. He's raising.
He's one lucky fuck.
Yeah, he's definitely lucky. And his father passed away in that plane crash as well. He's also raising a daughter that has special needs. And so part of the branding of the company is that they want to show that life continues to move forward and you can still move on despite all of the bad things that have happened to you. Lucky Energy has been a part of different videos. Friday's Baddest in the Room, Sukiana's out, and they've given away about $20,000 in flight credits. Yeah, we need flights. Yes.
Sponsor the show. Fly somebody,
right, fly us out.
We'll film an episode in first class. Me and Stanza will. Don't worry about it.
Absolutely. So I think it's just, great to highlight what the founder has done and continues to do for the people, and not even the people that support his brand, but those who don't as well. So if you want to check out Lucky Energy, be sure to check them out on Amazon. We're going to provide the link in the comment section below, and you're going to get $12 off. So yeah, shout out to Lucky Energy. Thank you for giving us the freedom to fly.
Thanks for making us feel lucky. I'm sorry.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to That's Debatable, powered by Lucky Energy. I'm your host, Stanza Yvette Esquire, and joining me as always is your culture referee, Ray Daniels.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, they getting with the program.
They really started like me. Sarah was the one that was really leading the slow class. Now I see Sarah
Not
clapping.
the slow
It's all
class.
good. Let's go.
Okay.
Thank you, Sarah. I know you like me more now. Let's go.
Also joining us is music and marketing. We call him Guru now, Brian Miller.
Let's make sure we say let's make sure we introduce Brian Miller. We say he's from Alabama.
That is cap. He's not from Alabama.
That's the response I'm supposed to get.
Okay. Where you from? You ain't from Alabama?
No,
I'm from Alabama, but you said it all
from
derogatory. She said it.
Yeah, you were saying, but you always like Alabama.
That's how you say it.
Shame on
Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Let's go.
My daddy from Alabama.
And then
today we have a special guest.
I'm going to introduce her.
The voice of Atlanta.
This is my friend.
Okay.
20 years, voice of Atlanta. She has been the voice of Atlanta. When Tip got out of jail and was fucking and went on stage with when I flipped, MzShyneka was the first one ready to tell us everything happened. When stuff go down in this city, you want to know from MzShyneka. She's from 94th Street, the Young Jock Morning Show. Let's give it for MzShyneka, guys. My baby, by the way. This is my baby right here. Let's go. Brian, let's be a little nice to her.
Of course.
We want her to come back.
Absolutely.
Don't bring that Alabama shit.
See, we're going to talk about that. We're going to have that.
He always trying to
We're
play
gonna
you
have
with the
that
Alabama.
Roll
No, I'm
Tide.
not playing. That's how, niggas say New York City.
New York City.
MzShyneka, thank you for being here.
Thanks
We're
for
gonna
having
have
me.
so much fun today. We have two rules. It's very simple rules. First one being, let's not talk over each other. We're going to get heated, or we may get heated. Temperatures may rise and everybody gets to talking over one another and it's hell for production. So just not talk over each other. And then my second rule, which I don't think I'll have an issue, is to respect my gavel. So if you hear my gavel, you gotta respect it. If you hear it, just adhere to it. I'm gonna try to change a topic or it's the number of things, but if you hear it, just respect it. And if you can get with that, then we ready to go.
I got you.
Let go.
We good? Okay, cool. So we're gonna start with my opening statements.
What's good, y'all? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee, and myself and Ray Daniels presents the ultimate Christmas giveaway. This holiday season, we're giving back with amazing prizes from Lucky Energy, Tote & Carry, and Dope Coffee for 4 lucky winners. Here's how to enter. Follow these accounts on Instagram at the bottom of the screen. Ray Daniels Presents, The God Show, Ray Daniels, that's .debatable.show, and Artist Spotlight Pod. Drop your Instagram handle so we can find you. It's that easy. Winners will be announced on Christmas Eve. Let's make this holiday season unforgettable. And here at the Ray Daniels Presents, we really appreciate every last one of y'all. So this is our way of saying thank you.
First, coming up, Kendrick Lamar drops GNX, no warning, no promotion, no nothing. Does 319,000 first week. All 12 songs debuted on the Hot 100. He has the top 5 songs on the Hot 100, Squabble Up being #1, and then announces after week 1 that he's going on tour, the GNX tour, powered by Cash App with Scissor. What are our thoughts on GNX? Like, have y'all listened to it?
Yeah. I mean, he's been promoting for 330 days, so I mean, it's like
that's a way to look.
That's a really good way to look at it.
The marketing guy, okay,
absolutely.
yeah.
Do you think he should have put Not Like Us on GNX? It would have really helped the numbers.
No,
I don't think so, because
it would help the numbers though. You know
but
that.
Not Like Us is back up 400%.
Are we not going to address?
Hey, listen.
I mean, like, okay. So we talking about it. I want to say this. First of all, I saw DJ Head say that this is the best Kendrick album he's ever made. I don't agree with that. I don't think it's better than Good Kid, Mad City. But I will be honest with you. The one thing Drake did was he brought out the fun Kendrick.
Yeah.
I was about to say it's more
like the fun. And then by the way, if you bring out the fun Kendrick, the West Coast is about to go on a run for the next 2 or 3 years.
Absolutely.
Because they support their artists more than anybody.
Yes. No, and then he put all these new guys on there that you had no idea, and they had their own little West Coast flair. And I'm like, okay, it's actually making me go look up the featured artists because I didn't know who they were.
I'm sorry. What you want me to do? I'm just giving it to you. That's
yeah, so I think no.
Okay. Just trying to make sure I know.
But I think it was great that he had a lot of smaller artists on the album. It feels like Kendrick is having fun though.
I think I heard a rumor that Drake is about to sue Billboard because they said Kendrick is the #1 song in the country and he doesn't want anybody giving Kendrick credit. So he's filing a lawsuit. I'm just playing with you.
I was like, what? Another one.
But that is what's happening right now. That is the season we're in right now.
Yeah. So lawsuit season.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think the album is great. I listened to it. I like the record with him and SZA. Love that record.
Luther.
The Luther, This World Mine, and then they sampled the SWV record. Love this album, man. Kendrick has officially stepped on a giant, and he's standing on his shoulders now. And now he's the tallest man in hip hop.
They're like that. This is what he's dropping hints because with Kendrick, I think he says it in the album like everything means something. And what was it? The video that just dropped, Squabble Up.
Yep.
All of the albums that he featured or made mention through the visuals were all double albums. So
wow,
they're expecting another one to follow.
He's a diabolical artist.
He
like,
is.
He is.
He's a Gemini.
Yes, he's a Gemini.
You gotta leave little niggas alone. You gotta leave
him alone.
So this year's been a surgical strike then. It's all premeditated.
Nobody's had a bigger year than Kendrick Lamar.
No, I'm asking.
What do you mean?
I'm asking the culture referee if the entire move from the Like That record has been a dart. Premeditated dart.
No. Here's the ironic part. Because I went back and listened to it. The thing that started the beef was a record called First Person Shooter, where Drake says in the hook, big as the what?
Yeah.
Big as the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Mike Jack and how you the big three and you the big guy, and now Kendrick is doing the Super Bowl a year later, nigga.
Right.
You threw him an alley-oop.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm
just
saying
wanna
from
talk-
that moment,
Yeah.
though, do you feel like he heard that record and was like, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like he said. I feel like Kendrick knew that there was a perception about him. Nice guy. He's short. He's with some street dudes. Good kid. Mad City. It's like, what he gonna do? Yeah.
It's the most genius marketing plan I've seen in a decade.
I think Drake threw him the alley-oop to become the king of the hill, and I don't think he's leaving for a very long time.
No, I agree.
This GNX album, if he would have waited 2-3 years, I'd have been like, he don't
Right.
care.
No.
But this GNX album, he's like,
Well, he's on
oh,
fire.
I got the vibe.
Yeah, but even the way that J. Cole was about to come after him and he shut that beef down,
Yes.
they called a truce
Yes.
so I could go get that nigga
Oh,
over
be
there.
quiet. That's the nigga that we gonna get.
Yeah.
Oh my God! That's genius. Yes.
That's a new perspective. I've never, that's a
Yo,
good way to
and
look
Cole,
at it. Like,
Cole,
yeah.
like, hey nigga, sit down.
Yeah, like, this ain't about you.
Nigga, you know I've been waiting for this shit. But that nigga said, you know we got some shit to address.
Yeah.
This nigga, like, he
Yes. Oh, yeah.
bro, don't fuck no Gemini. I didn't know he's a Gemini. I swear to
Yes.
God. I'm like,
Diabolical.
You gotta leave him alone.
you go to the next one.
All
Don't mess.
right.
That's the
This
lesson
one-
we just learned.
Listen.
Don't mess with no Gemini.
Leave Kendrick alone. So this segment or this part is kind of flowing into that. Cam Newton on his podcast says that Kendrick or Lil Wayne should get in the booth because Kendrick made in his song Whacked Out Murals. He said he used to bump the Carter 3. He said, I think I let Lil Wayne down. Like that was that line. And so some people, there's a debate that whether that was a diss or not. And then Cam Newton was like hyping it. I want to see, Lil Wayne, after he heard the song, he went on to Twitter. It's like, what did I do?
Don't wake me up. Don't
like,
let me
if he says, I shall destroy if disturbed. So I want to hear what like y'all feel about Lil Wayne getting back in the booth, if you think that's a good idea or not. And do you think it was a diss?
Look, first of all, I don't think he dissed him.
I don't think
he
so
dissed him.
either.
I think that little Kendrick is famous for doing a video about 10 years ago when Wayne announced he was going to retire.
Retired, yeah.
Rapping every Lil Wayne lyric like, please don't retire, you're my idol. So I pray that they don't beef because it's going to be more like Superman versus Batman, and they both good guys. And I think it's going to help Drake. And I feel like don't help Drake. Let's let him figure this shit out for himself because the greatest battle in history might be Wayne versus fucking Kendrick. Like, I mean,
Right.
can you imagine?
It would be.
Can
No,
you
it would be
imagine
crazy.
those two?
Yeah, absolutely.
It would be a song every
But
3
it's
days.
bigger.
Yeah.
But it's bigger than Wayne versus Kendrick, right?
What you mean?
Because again, Kendrick went after everything that man has, even the Super Bowl. And I'm gonna tell you what played into it. Wayne saying, "Y'all took this from me," right? Like he publicly came out and said, "This bothers
Once again,
me."
it's diabolical.
It
Again,
is, and you
because
gotta think about
I
who
love
took
you.
it from him.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't want to go that deep. But we know who took it from him. So it's like I systematically destroyed your entire crew, and the one person who could help you, basically indirectly, smacked him too.
I just gotta say this. I'm sorry, I gotta say this. Drake is a dumbass. How the fuck do you get caught up in that? My nigga, it was just a battle. You could have just dropped the hit, kept it moving. You could have dapped him up. You could have tweeted, "Yo, good battle, Kung Fu Kenny. You woke me back
The
up." I'm about to
ego
go."
at that level won't let you take an L.
No, you're mad at everybody. You're mad at DeMar DeRozan. He didn't even do shit. He just played for Toronto, and Drake and then Kendrick messed him in the song because they from Compton, and you like, I don't want him in it. Like, dog, you cannot beat the world.
Well,
And
I
think
mean,
that
he.
Well,
you know,
he's
that's
never
a-
had the world against him either because
that's
he's been
self-destruct.
winning for so long. This man does not know how to react to all the hate at one time.
And MzShyneka, I'm glad you said it because I was gonna say I think the one lesson that we all can learn from Drake's situation was that losing makes you better. Yeah. Like we all set fascinated with the Jordan, the 6-0, but to be honest with you, Drake has never took an L since he started winning. And I think that really did something to him. Like, nigga, it's okay. Nigga, you lose. Nigga, it's all good. Just come back tomorrow. But this nigga is mad.
I want to get back on topic.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
We're not talking about Drake. Do y'all think that Lil Wayne and Kendrick can go head to head? Because it's my opinion. First of all,
I want to hear this.
Lil Wayne.
Please.
So old Lil Wayne, yes. But I think from what we've seen from the performances, like I'm a Lil Wayne fan. I'm a Drake fan even. I
too.
like his
I like
music.
all three of
I
you.
can't deny, but I don't see it. I think
You
we
think
should.
Kendrick can eat him
I
alive?
think we should let
No.
our heroes be heroes
No.
and let them, because if it doesn't go in the way where Lil Wayne comes out on top, it's gonna look bad.
But he
It's
would.
gonna look. I don't think so.
Rap wise,
I don't think so.
You did.
I don't think so.
Hold on. Whoa.
You think Wayne and Kendrick go head to head?
He's not watching Kendrick.
I'm not saying Wayne not gonna win. I'm just saying it's gonna be 51-49.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not.
It ain't gonna be a blowout on neither side.
Listen. There's
Right.
there's two dudes on the planet, lyrically, from a genius level that could go at Kendrick. That's Jay.
Everybody can
Wayne.
go. No, you saw anybody can go at Kendrick. Drake went at him.
No, I'm saying.
we see what happened. Change the whole
Anybody can take
perception.
Cole went at him.
This is what I'm saying. Like literally make a dent. That's Jay and Wayne. That's it.
I don't think Wayne can beat him. I don't think. Hear me out.
Lyrically?
Hear me out. I would have said what you.
Today's
I would
Lil
agree
Wayne,
with
I
you
don't
said.
see it.
I would agree with you, but Stanza made that amazing point. You know what this shit is. This shit is like being in the gym. You know how this shit is. When you're on the
Yes.
radio every day, you know everything
Your
is. But you
muscles
take
every
that,
day.
you take that 2 year, 3 year off, nigga. That nigga is ahead of you.
Yes.
I feel you, but I'm telling you, that man has had a lot of time to think. He saw his man get destroyed.
I tell you why. Can I be honest with you? I think Wayne don't want to diss him because I don't think Wayne want to help Drake.
I don't think he does either.
I
But
don't think Wayne.
that's still your man.
I think you got to understand something. This is a psychology thing that we got to factor in. When you're from the hood, we got to look out for each other to a certain degree. I might say I might not take, but I'm saying I'm not gonna let someone else take. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Because not only that, I know where you came from, and I know how far you come. All of us. So it's respect. Drake don't have that. He never understood that. He don't understand hood politics. He don't understand friendships, kid friendships,
He
loyalty.
doesn't, but you know what?
Sharing
The
your
public didn't know that until now. Like he didn't get his hood card revoked until now. But that was part of the plan too.
Who gave him his hood card, guys?
I mean, we
Jay
gave it to him.
Prince.
No, Jay Prince didn't give it to him.
Baby.
Wayne.
Agreed.
But Jay
Jay
Prince-
Prince gave him the pass to move through hoods and not
Exactly.
get touched. But I'm saying, who gave the cosign to the world that this guy is cool?
I'm gonna tell you why I agree with
Wayne
you that
did.
he
I don't think Wayne-
don't
I
want to
don't think Wayne
help
wanna help that nigga.
because he sat by and
Yep,
watched him get destroyed.
Yep, that's what I said. I think Wayne is like, I really want to go at Kendrick for the culture, but if I go at Kendrick, they're gonna start focusing on that battle and not this fucking sore loser over
Right.
here.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Baby ain't said a word.
I agree.
Slim ain't said a word. Nobody.
Jay
But
Prince
all of
has
them,
said
nobody
nothing.
said a
all
word.
of them
Nobody.
are losers though, and that's kind of the connotation
He a
on
Scorpio.
social media
But
right
that
now. Is that
also-
all of Young
Good
Money
battle,
are
but that
are
happens
Scorpio
when you
losers.
alienate
Lil Wayne
yourself,
is a
too.
sore loser because you said, what did I do? You literally cried for the next 3 weeks
And
about
Wayne don't cry.
about shit that wasn't ever yours to be taken. You can't snatch something or take something away from someone that was never yours. Like it was not his to be snatched from. So
I just
I'm
think
not
this
buying
is
it.
the greatest destruction of
They're
all
all
time.
sore losers.
I think hip hop is, and MzShyneka, I want to bring you back. Well, actually, let's go to the next subject because
Okay.
I think hip hop is in trouble.
Okay.
I think hip hop was so embedded into the streets that it forgot it was a business.
Right.
It forgot that it was a business that had rules because the streets got rules, but business got rules, and business rules override street rules every
Exactly.
time. Because even if you do some street shit, you gonna end up in jail. We see how that turned out.
Right.
So I'm watching like how like we're losing. Like it's like Gunna is big and Thug, whatever's going on with that, and it just feel like the world is like we don't care about street
The
shit no more.
rules are all over the place, especially when people that are considered snitches in the streets are now, out selling.
Walking around,
Yeah.
Walking around, not being touched.
I heard Nicky Barnes snitched when I was a little boy. We ain't seen him since.
Right.
Since the fucking 70s, you ain't seen Nicky Barnes. Motherfuckers are snitching and walking down the street saying, "Who want to interview me?"
Exactly.
Nigga, you better-
Exactly.
Like it's the scariest shit. And the one thing I did notice that Woody got quiet after Thug got out. Anybody talk about
Well,
me?
he actually did an interview and he was
With Black, yeah,
apologizing
yeah.
about what he had said.
I don't even know what he did, but I know they said he did
And then they
something.
said, would y'all ever be on a level that you could be cool? And he said he didn't want to talk about that.
Because you know why? Because crazy niggas get crazy niggas. I mean, I don't know how to make sense. I mean, it does make sense though. Crazy niggas understand each other.
Yeah.
You're just crazy, nigga. I know you crazy because I'm crazy. Nigga, it's all good. Don't do that crazy shit to me no more. I'm gonna do some crazy back to you. It's really just some crazy nigga shit.
I mean, we even seen Thug laughing a few times at Woody.
yeah, exactly. Because you like this nigga's off.
Yeah.
You grew up
What's
with
wrong
niggas
with
like, that's what I tell people. I'm like, I grew up with niggas like that. That nigga don't give a fuck.
He don't
Everything
care.
is funny to him, bro. That nigga literally went on stage and said, "I told y'all that already. Why y'all asking me that, nigga?"
And this is their biggest witness.
I don't remember what I told y'all, nigga. What
Right.
we doing? By the way, him and Thug probably was working together to get that done. And if they did, kudos to those niggas.
Because the
that's how you
rest of
beat the system.
YSL
It's the funniest
just got acquitted. So
Everybody else.
Cross-examination
Go.
I've had in my life.
What's next?
All right, so Joe Biden pardons his son, Hunter Biden. Hunter pled guilty to 9 federal tax charges and then was convicted of 3 felony counts for lying on federal firearms application. That's what the pardon was for. The Democrats are upset, saying that he's just as bad as the other side. I just wanted to hear what y'all thought.
So here's my thing. Republicans, the reason why I like Republicans because they are unapologetically Republican.
Right.
We don't care about what y'all said. We don't care what y'all think. Right. Yeah, I'm pardoning all my cousins. Meanwhile, the Democrats are like, that's morally irresponsible. Bro, let me tell you something. I don't care about morals. If I'm the president and I can get my son out of jail and he ain't murdered nobody, nigga, I'm pardoning everybody.
But also, what does it look like for the president's son to be serving Fed time?
Man,
you know,
we got the
president-elect
incoming
the
president
is a felon.
Is a felon.
34
Yeah,
felons, my nigga. The world is different.
Yeah, he's
By
a
the way,
felon.
the one thing I
Very.
think we did learn, guys, black people, black America, one thing we learned is that they act just like us.
Oh,
They do exactly the same thing we
mean,
do. They
look.
just do it differently, but they do it like us. This motherfucking Biden was running around. I'm never gonna, don't matter what, it's against the democracy. As soon as he knew Trump was in the White House, because you know what really happened? He was like, I'm not gonna pardon my son because when she wins, she is.
Yeah, right.
And then she didn't win.
So
he's
now
like,
let me do it.
Let me get this. He gave him a super pardon, by the way. One of those pardons where you can't even come back and get him
Right.
Yeah.
or
Of
anything.
course.
Like pardon
Listen,
for life.
Was it politically irresponsible? Yes, but that's his son. So I'm of two minds about it.
Nigga,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I
know.
understand what you're saying,
Put in
but
the
that
same
is the
position,
president of the
I'm
United
getting
States.
my
The
son
main
or
thing
daughter
he
out.
said was
Like,
the justice
fuck that.
system failed his son. And that for me needs to be looked at.
Yes.
Well,
People
first
are
of all-
overlooking that because we have a corrupt justice system.
I was about to say, that's
period.
BS,
So
but-
why isn't that being highlighted more than anything?
Here's why. Because if we highlight that on the blue side,
Yeah.
you got to also highlight that for the red side. And when Trump, that's Trump's thing. Fake news. By the way, Trump, I believe this election, Donald Trump killed media.
Yeah.
He literally killed it. Mainstream media is dead.
Will be.
Nigga, during this, I gotta say this, during this election, you turned on The View, you turned on radio, you turned on any TV. The only channel in America that was supporting Trump and they were still kind of 50-50 was Fox News.
I agree.
Everybody else was like, we can't let this happen. He had more people in his party turn against him than any president-elect in history. And not only did he win, he blew her the fuck out.
And what does that tell you?
The world is different.
There you go.
You know what the world is the world said, America thought we was going into utopia. Everybody gonna be able to get married, everybody gonna be able to have rights, and then my white man said, not on my motherfucking
What
watch.
would happen if Dickens, now I know you wouldn't say this, but what would happen if Dickens said, heroin helped me get through college? Because that was said.
The lawyer?
Yeah.
be
No, I'm
kicked
saying
out.
Kennedy said
Kennedy,
heroin
Robert F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
helped
Robert
me
F.
get
Kennedy
through
Jr.
I'll be
school.
real with you. That make me trust him more than a nigga that acts perfect.
Wow.
That's crazy.
No, it's not because
Yes, it
let me tell you why.
is.
Because here's the
That's
problem.
insane.
Here's why Democrats lose and Republicans win. Because Republicans know the contradictions that they are in, and they say we're not going to even acknowledge it. And that's why they win. Meanwhile,
That's the
we're
new
we're the side
Republican.
saying, look at the other side. Look how they acting. They're like, hey, y'all should be worried about how y'all acting like us rather than complaining about how we
I
act.
agree, but we're in the wild, wild west, bro.
Listen, I'm telling you this is that this world is about to be different.
It's different.
No.
That man said
No.
heroin.
The last 4 years, niggas was like, niggas was scared to say certain shit. It's back now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But do you hear what I'm saying? I'm not saying marijuana. I said the man said heroin.
Okay.
Heroin.
So, Brian, it's something I got to teach you.
That's a big
Because I
drug.
come from, I was in the Bronx in that crack era. Let me teach you something. The crackheads didn't know that they were going to end up like that. They just was like, this the new drug. They didn't realize, it's like niggas was taking ecstasy. It just didn't make nobody look like crack did. So that's why we accepted it. So when you start getting on people for using heroin and crack, now they use heroin and crack in 2024. Now that's different.
Right.
But if you use a heroin in the heroin era, where everybody got heroin, nigga, you just
I feel you, but what I'm saying is you got to look at your audience and you got to look at the people who are influential. You know what I'm saying? This man is influential on his public. You're the culture referee, and you talk about music all the time. You go in there and say, you know what? Go in there and slap the shit out of your A&R. That's how you get it done. And somebody does it because Ray Daniels said, that's how I get it
Now I'm
done.
take your argument. Hold on, I got. That's a great point. Now I'm gonna take your argument and say If Ray did that in 1996, that's what everybody was doing. If Ray do that in 2024, it is the most polarizing.
But
like niggas was making songs. Dog, my favorite group, second favorite group of all time is 8 Ball and MJG. These niggas had a song talking about like beating bitches' ass. Like, you ain't slap your bitch up. Never how you took her cash. Never how you beat their ass. Never how you like. I'm like, I was 13 listening to that shit.
So
right?
I got a question
That's
for
the
you.
world that we
I
lived
think
in.
that
It was
the-
normal.
but I think that
what
the
would they
issue-
say today?
That's
though?
my point. You trying to hold what he said he did in 19 fucking
I think
86.
the
he
issue,
shouldn't
no,
have
the
said
issue,
it.
the
That's what
issue
I'm saying.
is that he is the secretary of health. That is a problematic statement coming from the
What's more prob-
newly,
Okay, so this is
newly
what I'm- this-
appointed secretary of health
this-
saying that heroin got him through
This,
school.
this is the last thing I'm
That's
gonna
crazy.
say. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. Talking like that is not acknowledging that in 2016, 10 days before the election, a video came out, the actual president running saying, you can do anything you want to her when you're famous, grab him by the pussy. We don't care, bro. We don't hold people, for
I
some
feel you.
reason, we don't hold people
We don't live in that
accountable
world
to
anymore.
what they say. We don't care what they say, because you know why? Because we know we say and do stupid shit. So
But
it's
that's
like,
the
Yeah.
scary part.
I'm not saying it's not, bro, but I'm saying after 2016, speaking about anything anybody said, it's scary. And I see them saying wrap up, so I'm gonna come up with that. But, bro, it's 2024. Nothing.
I'm with you, but here's the point. Here's my point. My point is, you know better, I know better. To the person out there that's like, I'm trying to absorb to understand, you as a person that's influential to that audience, don't say it. Because again, I might not take it as, well, it was good for that time. I might say, well, the drug for this time might help me then.
But
does.
someone can take your words out of
It does.
context
Don't
too
do drugs.
in an interview situation and just highlight that part of your story when he was trying to tell a full out story, but they just took a piece and put it out there in the public. So I don't think it was fair. I think that's just him
listen,
telling his story. What's the difference between him doing that and writing a book about his past
That's
and
why-
the things that he's been
I
through?
love you. That's amazing. But that's what I'm saying, B. You got to look at it from that standpoint. You literally said
I
on this
can.
show, you said your exact words on this show is, why you think it ain't a fucking Surviving B. Miller show? B. Miller,
No.
hear me out. No.
I
You
didn't
said,
say that.
you said,
Rewind.
no, hear me out real quick. Hey, put that please in when he said it on the last show.
I said
He
it,
said it, but, hear
but
me out.
that's not
No,
the
no, listen,
context in which I said it, but I said
See
it.
what you said?
Yeah, but I know, but here's,
that's not the
but
context.
you know what?
in which
But
I
you know
said it.
what? I'm gonna tell you the
All
difference.
right, both of y'all wrap it up.
I know
I'm
the
sorry.
difference. That's the point. You understand what
But
I'm
my
saying?
point is this: is that you're different today. You're not the same guy that. I hope ain't nobody trying to survive
I've
you while you're on
always
this podcast.
been the same.
Oh,
guy.
yeah. Go ahead, Shay. You go, Stan. We
Go
go
ahead,
next. I'm
Stan.
sorry.
So the CEO of United Healthcare was shot dead. They believe it to be a targeted attack. Brian Thompson was shot dead, killed outside of the New York Hilton. What's going on, America? What's going on?
Angry people.
Yeah. I don't wanna say
Niggas is
the
at
wrong
home. Like now, this is a great segue. Now, if you want to segue from that's a possibility. Now, you might piss someone off that's so crazy that they want to come kill you for what you said.
yeah.
Now, that's something we got to be careful for.
For sure.
But I think that this was happening, and I believe that when the story comes out, if it's some shit where this guy's grandmother or mother or wife died from cancer, because United, it's going to be a huge story. So to me, a CEO got murdered with a silencer.
Also, the suspect is still at large.
Oh yeah, he is.
So-
He got murdered with a
Yeah.
silencer.
Yeah.
Nigga, hey bro, white men are scared to death right now.
It was
Yeah.
a direct attack.
Yeah.
Yes, and my thing is this: is that in the new world we live in, you can't expect to affect people's lives and not think that they can't get to
Absolutely.
you. And that to me, that's
And
the most
some of the
important thing
things,
going
because
into.
you know that everything, like the government, our food at the FDA, Big Pharma, they all work in a big circle together. They keep
Yep.
us sick through our food, so we need health care, and the government is,
It's
tampering
systematic.
with. It's like a puppet show. Like they all work together. So I think that you're right in a sense where
This gonna be a trend.
it's going to be a trend. Also, they're already talking about like there's a current statute that, or an ordinance that won't allow you to have like insulin over $50, and so they're already speaking about lifting that. So all like healthcare is about to change for a lot of Americans. So to your point, I do think that it may have something to do with some going on at home, and it has to stop somewhere.
But here's
because they're gonna keep price gouging Americans, and we can't afford healthcare.
Last thing I'll say on this subject, powerful men are gonna have to be careful because they announce where they're gonna be at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in New York on Tuesday speaking at this thing, and they're not gonna lose that money. So they're gonna have to. I'm telling you, this is the chickens coming home to roost.
Yeah.
That's what this is. This is, you think you God, nigga? You can determine how we got. Let me show you, I'm God, nigga. Determine what I got. And I think that's the thing that's gonna scare rich, powerful white men. Yeah. That's the scariest thing, getting killed in the middle of the streets. Because in their mind, it's like, it's just business. Hey, man, look, I don't want $50. I want $60. Like, it's like, nigga, that's my grandma.
I'm sorry we went up on your premium.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And you can't afford healthcare anymore.
You understand that it's just business.
You can't get chemotherapy.
Where you gonna be at? Where you gonna be at, grandma? Watch the TV tonight, grandma.
Exactly.
I'm gonna make you motherfucking proud.
I'm curious to see how this one develops, though.
This will definitely show, I think that...
You know the nigga like, grandma, I got you. That nigga gonna be dead.
Somebody like this can't get killed like that and it not.
Or let me ask you a question.
Why?
What if it's some Scarface shit?
It could be.
It was Scarface. Remember, they was like, he might have been making a speech that might have said something about what was wrong with healthcare. They was like, he can't make that speech. Bottom line is this.
Yeah.
Shit's scary now.
Yeah.
Nigga, you get killed in the middle of the street, nigga, that's scary to me, nigga.
It is. With a silencer?
With a silencer? That mean I just dropped?
Outside of a hotel.
That mean I just fell. Niggas like, what happened to him? What the fuck you mean? Nigga, you didn't warn me, nigga, I got shot.
Yeah, you didn't hear nothing.
I got shot, nigga. Like, bro, it's a wrap, bro. So to me, I feel like, by the way, I feel like all of this shit is necessary. I feel like there is a such thing as necessary evil.
I hate that.
And I think that when you're dealing with evil people, they only respond to when you get evil like them.
Yeah.
Right.
And to me, I feel like if it's necessary, that's why God knows I'm doing my best to be the best man I could be. Every time I open my mouth, I want to say positive shit because I don't want nobody misunderstanding something I said. I'm gonna kill that nigga. He gonna be at Creel Park tonight giving away turkeys. I'm gonna go kill that nigga because how I'm gonna protect myself in my Creel Park?
You don't even know.
I don't even know. Nigga just walk up with you and just tap you and you just fall because it's silence and nigga need hit me get shot. I don't know what happened to nigga.
Heroin and silencers. What else we got?
Certain situations.
That's me name of the show. By the way, that's me name of the show, Chad. Heroin and silencers. We get into it all.
Certain, decisions by the government are going to radicalize Americans. I think it's going to be more of these types of things happening. It's kind of like that manifesto, that guy in California that went after LAPD and was just... Everybody was on pins and needles because one person was coming up dead and then he was down 3 hours. It's crazy.
I think this Trump thing is going to be, it's going to be interesting. I think if you got your head on a swivel and you're paying attention, you're going to get really rich. If you're emotional about what's happening around you, you're going to be angry for the next 4 years and he's going to be passing laws and get everything that he wants for him and his people. So for me, all I say is pay attention to what they're doing and let's be clear. Motherfucking Elon Musk just announced we're getting rid of the IRS. Now, can we clap? Y'all like that?
I don't even know if that's going to happen.
I'm not clapping.
I like that though. I like about MzShyneka. The IRS people is like, I ain't going after nobody this year, man. Let's just keep it. Let's just leave these niggas alone. Let's just leave these niggas alone for me. That's what I want, and I'm cool with that too. Leave me the fuck alone, guys. I'm tired of all the taxes, and the fact that Elon Musk, these niggas is going big business. And we had our first chance in 2020. And a lot of us made smart decisions, but a lot of us did dumb shit too. And that's why niggas went from being worth 80 billion in 2020 to now niggas is worth almost 400 billion. That's because the government put all this money out and we spent it, right?
Yeah. Right.
So now, this second time around, they're gonna put money out. Don't spend it. And if you are, spend it on black businesses. That's all I'm saying.
Do you feel like they're really going to put money out,
man?
People can barely afford to live. Like
no,
in
it
real,
ain't like that. If you know what you're doing right now and you're watching the trends and watching what to invest in. In real life situations,
inflation is very high. People have so much more to pay for that they don't really even have, like, rent is crazy.
So let me ask you a question. I want to ask both of the ladies a question. Let's say it's a house. America's a house. It's going crazy. The IRS room, they fighting. This violence. Every room you go into, somebody fighting. It's a big ass house, somebody fighting. who you want to send there to regulate it? You want to send there somebody who's like, I want to work with everybody. You want to send somebody that's saying, if you, Jordy, don't do what I tell you to do, I'm going to fire your ass. Hey, Hamas, you better leave Israel alone or we blowing your ass off the map the first day I'm in. Nigga, you don't want to play with him. And by the way, that's what we need right now. You need a nigga that, because we've been playing. Niggas is playing now. Like, you need a nigga that's like, hey, I'm going to blow your ass off the water. When Yoki yell at the kids, it's different. When I say, hey, don't fuck. Yoki go, because they know when that male voice coming. And to me, I got to look on the bright side. I voted for Kamala. I was campaigning for Kamala. But on the bright side of things, it's going to be, his goal is to get rich. And if your goal is to get rich, you're going to get rich in the Trump era. If your goal is to do what's right, I don't know if you're going to get rich in the Trump era because you're going to be so focused on doing what's right. But Democrats who've been only focused on doing what's right, you just did something that you said that they was wrong for doing by freeing your son. Right. And guess what? We cool with that. Nigga, just make sure we get some money too. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Sansa.
So we're going to open up to our show.
Okay,
and
perfect.
I know you want to go there first, so I'll let you do it.
So I came up with this subject because I want, like, obviously, MzShyneka has been in a part of a few eras. Shyneka and B. Miller, old Atlanta versus new Atlanta. Old Atlanta is Outkast, Luda, Jeezy, Gucci, Tip. Or new Atlanta, 21, Baby, Thug, Jid, I love Jid, Earth Gang, Lotto. Like, which one? Which one did you think was better? Which one did you enjoy?
Old Atlanta?
Which one do you think is the best? Which one do you enjoy?
Versus new Atlanta?
You got it.
Of course, the old Atlanta.
Why? Tell me what makes it. That's what I'm asking you because I feel like you know. Like, what was the difference between new Atlanta artists and old Atlanta artists?
Because not only did they pave the way, they made Atlanta count for something. And these artists that we have mentioned are still able to accumulate money more than 20 years later in their own industry. So they have more staying power to me. And I don't know. It's kind of self-explanatory. They set the trend. I mean, and as we can see with the new Atlanta artists, half of them have recreated these people's songs.
But you know the ironic part about it? People always say, and shout out to Polo, he taught me this, and it was so important. He said the old Atlanta artists was rapping about selling drugs. New Atlanta artists is rapping about using drugs. Oh, yeah. And here's the interesting part. Maybe the older rappers, their generation was selling drugs to the kids, mamas, and their generation, and that's how they grew up listening at that. So for me, I feel like they both are like, I don't know, but if I had to pick one, any era that has Outkast in it is going to win to me over every era of all time. And that's any era with Outkast in it, like Andre 3000, who dropped the album with no vocals on it. Right. And he got nominated for Album of the Year at the Grammys. And he got nominated, and he did like 24,000 copies when not even a word.
Assuming this graphic is still up when we're talking about it,
it will
there's
be.
Only 2 artists in New Atlanta that you will talk about 20 years from now from that list.
Who?
There's only 2. You'll talk about Baby, you'll talk about Thug and Lotto. Who else you talking about from that list? Future's not in New Atlanta.
He is New Atlanta.
Is he considered New Atlanta?
Or old Atlanta?
So to me, old Atlanta would be the 90s and the 2000s. New Atlanta is 2010s
Future's
and
got to be
2020.
old Atlanta then.
Future came out in 2012. 11.
Yeah.
Is that what he came out?
Future to me is the. I was just talking.
Well, he was Meathead.
I was just talking.
before.
Yeah, he's Meathead, but he didn't come out though. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
The era you went in matters more. Like 2 Chainz is older, but he came out in the Future era, so he's in that same era.
Sucks for Future then, but I mean, still at the same time, it is what it is. Listen, man, impact. That New Atlanta is not impactful.
Now they'll say the New Atlanta artists will say we got more work to do. The old Atlanta, all you gotta do is get on 106 and Park, TRL, and the radio, and you was gonna be a legend. All you gotta do is make good records. They gotta have social media, radio, like
their songs are DSPs. Dying fast.
But you know what?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They're
so
dying
for me,
fast.
Old eras make their resources work for them. So if you got a new generation, you got to make it work for you. Make it work for you.
But so I'm gonna pick old Atlanta because New Atlanta has easier. Like, I could just buy an AI tool that talks to the world for me. I never have to open up my phone.
Right.
You just got to not be lazy. But the new artists are making way more money. That's the only thing. Like, it's way more money. You ain't gonna do what I think. Lotto has made more money than the album she sold.
But I also think that it's money grabs too.
It is.
Because
I'm not saying this. I'm not
it's
saying,
not going to be a continuation
it's not.
of 10 to 20 years.
That's true, unless they understand that part. That's true. But I'm saying you gotta look at it from that standpoint. Like, shit, they get more money than ever. And how you gonna tell somebody that's making more money than you that they can't talk? It's like, nigga, that to me, the biggest issue with the black community is that we only respect you when you have more than us.
Yeah.
And to me, I don't care if I'm richer than you. If you my OG, I'ma respect you. These little niggas, like Tip famously said, get a Benz, I'll value your opinion then. He said he was a young nigga when he said it. I was young when I said it. I'm like, but still, that's how young niggas think.
Yeah.
You in a Honda Accord, he in a Range Rover. I trust him. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go. Let's go. See, MzShyneka want to liquor. That's never happened before because Shyneka is. Put the table. I'm not drinking.
You.
Hey,
Not drinking.
Thank you, you
I
beautiful
don't drink.
person.
Keep it over that side.
Yeah, I don't need a cup. I don't drink, but thank you.
Nah, but yeah, that's what I would say. I'm definitely going with old Atlanta, but I just wish that new Atlanta had appreciation for what Atlanta was.
I don't think New Atlanta is galvanized the way Old Atlanta was. Old Atlanta, regardless
We
of
had no
whether you were
choice.
competing,
We had to know each other.
Yeah, I feel that. But what I'm saying is there was a level of support too. It's almost like, Tip, if it's your turn, hey, dude, it's your turn. Do your thing. Now it's like it's competition all the time.
Because
nobody's
there's so much money
like,
available.
I agree.
There's a lot of money out
I
there.
agree.
Most of New Atlanta come in sharing all of their profits off top because they're in these 360
So let's do this then for the sake of arguing. Outcast Migos.
Outcast Migos what?
Who you picking?
What's that?
Outcast versus Migos. You got everybody pick an answer. Outcast Migos. I'll go too.
That's a real question?
Outcast for me.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, it's Outcast.
Outkast.
I
That's
said
not a real
Migos.
question.
Oh, so she
Outkast.
might say Migos. I'm just asking.
You said Migos
No,
over
she
Outkast?
might. But I'm saying she's younger. That's
No,
all.
but I want to know why. Why you say Migos over
She
Outkast?
said Outcast.
I said
Oh, you said, okay, cool.
Okay, Tip, Lil Baby.
Tip.
Tip for sure. That's, Tip. I think Tip for sure. Tip, or
I
maybe
think-
Tip versus Future.
Yeah.
Or
I knew
Jeezy.
you were gonna say that.
I'm gonna go Jeezy versus Future.
That's easy, Future.
Yeah, I would say. But nobody. Future and Jeezy had the best South runs of all time.
Yes.
Nobody in the South, like nigga. Future and Jeezy are the only two artists that I know for a fact, cause I see my own eyes, that you would go to a club in South Carolina and they would play that music.
You don't put Tip and Cass in that too?
Tip played a different game and Outkast did too. Them niggas shot to the top.
Right.
Jeezy and Future populated the nation. Like Tip and Outkast, they just shot up.
Because
But
they
they
had
never-
that
but they
initial
took Atlanta.
No, but
LaFace
but you gotta
record.
remember, it was easy for them to shop up because they on 106 in Park and they
But
on
it was
TRL.
LaFace in
That's
the
what I'm saying.
beginning, yeah.
It was just easier to blow up somebody
set
there.
up.
So all I'm saying is that they populate, but T.I., so Jeezy and Future, that's a toss-up to me. Because, nigga, every 2004 to like 2008, 2003, nigga, everywhere you went, it was nothing but Jeezy.
I would have said Jeezy a couple of years ago. Now I got to say Future.
Only reason I'm gonna get Future, I'll get Future over Jeezy, because the one thing Future did that Jeezy didn't was Future spent time and energy developing his sound with producers. So Metro Boomin, Mike Will, Southside, 808 Mafia, Southside, all those guys.
Yeah.
Future was really good at curating them, working with them. Jeezy kind of had his crew around him, Shawty Red, Black, all those guys, and it was the same dude. So when the sound went away,
Right.
he went away. Unlike Future set up Metro Boomin. Now Metro Boomin is the hottest young producer in the world.
Right.
Future signed Metro Boomin and put him in the game.
I feel you.
So that's what I'm saying. So that kind of keeps him there, and he understands this, and that's what I was saying.
But you
Do you
really
feel-
know
I
some
got a
people that would say
question,
Migos over Outkast? You
Yeah.
Really?
My son would.
I got suspended for a GG shirt. Back in high school.
Snowman? Yeah, so nigga.
But I also feel like Jeezy has mastered the art of using other people's movements for his own benefit.
He has.
Whereas I see Future, although, you know, he's Rico Wade's cousin, and, you know, he had that Dungeon family backing. He also had Rocco. He was more of a standalone. And as you said, I feel like he perfected what it is that he had more than Jeezy.
I agree. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. But I still gonna go to New Atlanta, and I think old Atlanta, I think the New Atlanta artists will go. But we don't have a lotto in old Atlanta.
We do not.
We don't have a lotto in old Atlanta. Let's be clear.
We don't.
No, not really.
We don't
Big
have
Mama.
I don't think we can like like discount or circumvent the influence that New Atlanta had though. Like I'm talking about I'm talking about New Atlanta because I mean you brought up the Migos, but they changed a lot of people's sound. Like when they came out, they hit the ground running and they came in. It was new. I'm not putting them over Outkast, but I don't think that we can deny the influence that they had on the game. Because
I think that's this entire era though. I think this is the most carbon copy-ish era ever.
Because it's easy.
No, I agree.
It's easy.
But being in the music business, everybody for a decade was like, I need another. I'm looking for a
here's why. First time I met MzShyneka, I met her in person. I remember I seen her. I was like, I met you. I know who you are. That's how we had to meet each other. We had to run into each other. You ran into a nigga. Now I can know everything about you just from following you. Yeah. So we have a different advantage over how we view and have to interact with each other, which to me makes it easier to know somebody now. So now I don't even gotta ask you now. Like I got friends I ain't never met their kids and I watched them be born and graduate high school and now they in college.
I know your children.
I know you. I seen Chris Hicks, shout out to Chris Hicks, I seen Chris Hicks' son go from little boy to grown ass man that's in college and I'm like people seeing Lil Raymond, he's 16, he's driving. I'm like, yeah. But that's what social media has allowed us to do. Right. That's the advantage that they all have. So even and the reason why Old Atlanta got it, and I know we run out of time, the reason why Old Atlanta got it to me is because they are all original.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And everybody in New Atlanta had enough time and information and room to be whatever they want to be, whenever they want it to be. And to me, that's how you last.
But guess what we also had? We had something to prove. To everybody.
True.
And so the drive was so different.
You're so real. That's real.
So different.
The Old Atlanta has something to say.
Of course.
So does the South still have something to say? They don't even care. They just getting paid. Yeah, I'm rich. They don't give a fuck what I got to say. I'm rich. That's what I mean by I think money changes it. But yeah, that's my thought. So Old Atlanta it is, guys, right?
Old Atlanta.
All right, cool. Perfect.
All right.
Ray Daniels said New Atlanta ain't shit. Go ahead.
That's just a conversation for another day. So we were having a very interesting conversation.
Shyneka on the radio last week.
In our pre-production meeting, and y'all brought up relationships.
And well, you know what it is, Stanza?
What is it?
We all, 4 people up here talking, and there's other people in the room. I think the one thing we all have in common is that we love our people. And we want to see our people flourish, right? Mm-hmm. So with that being said, we were talking about, Shyneka and I was talking about what men should be doing, women should be doing. So we was like, you know what? What are 3 things that you think the opposite sex should leave in 2025? And, because we're gentlemen, ladies have to go first.
No, they don't. Actually,
see what I'm saying?
No, they don't. I'm sorry. I want to hear from y'all first. Let's do it like this.
Flip a coin.
Let's do it like this. We'll do one lady, one man, one lady, one man. We'll do it.
No. Okay, one lady, one man.
Yes,
okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I want MzShyneka to go first.
Yes, excellent.
Oh gosh, I'm a guest.
3 things.
Give me 3 things in your list.
You want black men to stop doing.
Black men to stop doing in 2025.
And the men are going to give their 3 things.
That we want black women to stop doing.
All right. All right.
In order, how do you read it from third to first? Third to first, right?
I'm so curious to hear this.
Let's go. I can't wait to hear it.
Catch it how you catch it.
Okay.
Well, first and
you heard
foremost,
what she said.
I want black men to stop lying. Okay?
Specifically.
Stop lying
On what?
about who you are, your expectations, just how you present yourself to a woman.
Okay.
And then a few months later, you stop being this person that you pretended to be
so you want black
in
men
the beginning.
Stop introducing their representative and give their real self.
Exactly. Who are you?
As a black
do
man, I
you
can say
like
yes to
bitches or not? Like you want
We all do.
other women?
We all do.
Tell us the truth.
Y'all know y'all don't want to hear.
Stop misrepresenting yourself in the beginning.
No,
let
her go.
Hold on, let her finish.
Go.
Let her finish.
Okay.
Now.
Shut up. Go ahead.
Secondly,
Secondly,
stop blaming black women for everything.
Come on.
Fucking blame for everything.
Let's
We
go,
didn't
girl.
do it to you. Your mama did it.
Ooh,
We
need
ain't
some
got
coffee.
nothing
We gonna be here for a
to do with what your mama did to you and all the insecurities and all the baggage that you got from your childhood. Work that shit out before you come to us.
So stop lying.
I had
And
two
the second
things.
one- The first
I
one is
got
stop
three.
lying. The second one is stop.
I got three.
I want to make sure I understand clearly. The second one is stop.
Write it down.
She said,
right
"Stop lying and stop lying." She said both.
Stop
No, I wanna
blaming,
hit- and what's the
stop
second-
blaming black women.
Stop blaming
Ooh.
black women for everything. I am tired of taking the blame and telling me back in the early 60s that black women chose to be on welfare and that's why the black household fucked up. Shut up.
I love you. I'll do that.
Hey,
Okay.
stay on
With
the
us,
side.
so far.
Hey, stay
I
over
want best
here.
for us, not best for men. I'm with. By the way, those two I'm with. Let's go.
Okay.
Give me the third one.
And number 3. I feel like black men have stopped protecting black women. We feel unprotected, unseen, not supported, not understood, and we don't have a backing. And this goes back to number 2 about stop blaming us for everything. Like we have been the backbone to so many things in this country, yet we get frowned upon. We get told at a certain age that we're old or out of date, and just all of this shit that comes with being a black woman that I feel like black men don't see in general. And
Can I be honest with you? I appreciate all those things. I'm gonna honor that. As a black man, I promise you that. You'll never hear about me and Tony 5 doing. I don't think I do them anyway, but I'm gonna really not do those. I got it written down. Stop lying, stop blaming y'all, and protect y'all. Perfect. I love
All right,
that.
Brian.
You want to go, Brian? Or you want me to go?
You go ahead and go.
Okay, so here's my list, MzShyneka. Because
Because
I got the pad. I got
when
the
you go though,
I got you.
we do need to address.
I got you.
We're
I will-
gonna let
all due
everybody
respect.
go first, and then
We're
we'll
gonna
address.
it. That's why I'm writing mine down.
All right.
So number three
these are
thing I
listening
want.
ears.
The number 3 thing I want to do. It kind of goes in with you. I want black women to stop putting us in danger with your smart mouths and how you dress, saying protect you, but you still want to say and do whatever you want to do. To me, that's the only thing I ask. I can't protect you if you walk. Because here's an example: you walking down the street, your ass is out. Now somebody like, oh, look at that ass. Now you're looking at me like, you ain't gonna do nothing, motherfucker. Why is your ass out? Like, or you walk up to, what you gonna do, nigga? My nigga will kill you. No, I don't want to kill nobody, baby. I don't want. You know what I mean? Black men are in jail for committing murders to protect black women. Don't put me in danger to protect you. If somebody walks up to you, I will die for you. But please don't be out here cursing niggas out because you think you can, and don't be wearing all this revealing clothes because it's your body and nobody should say nothing. Because as a man, we understand. It's like me wearing my jewelry. Like, yeah, I got robbed. Nobody ever said you shouldn't have bought jewelry. It's like you shouldn't have went to the hood, nigga. You know they're gonna rob your stupid ass. Like, you know what happens when you wear that kind of jewelry. And to me, I don't think women are held accountable in that space. So that's the third. Number 3 is stop putting us in danger. Number 2 is stop being so judgy on our desires. Be more open-minded to who we are. It's kind of like, I think I'm answering everyone you said in order, because it goes back to you saying, stop being my representative. I wouldn't give you the representative if I could just tell you the fucking real. I got 3 I'm fucking. I like you. 2 of them I don't like. I like 1, but you might beat them. You down? Nigga, no. So when you say, give us your real self, my answer to that, and by the way, the best part about this is that I wrote this an hour ago, so we didn't even talk about this in pre-production. So it's really lining up. So stop being so judgy on us. And by the way, not that Ray is into certain, well, I am into certain things sexually, but they are things that I think men like and enjoy. But if a man is into something that you don't agree with, don't just judge him like, just be like, okay. Because you might be into something. That's what I noticed. That's why I think a lot of black men, when they get money, they start going to the other race, because you kind of like, I got money now, I want to do shit differently. I actually said this morning, I'll get on a hot air balloon. Why in the fuck does when should a nigga be on a hot air balloon flying 10,000? But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being honest. But I'm open-minded. So that's the second thing, right? 3 is stop putting us in danger. 2 is stop being so judgy. And number fucking 1, stop telling a man what a man's role is in the house, because you are not a man. You will never see footage of a man saying, my woman needs to wash my dishes. Why you not wash? It's like, bro, like, I don't see, y'all, no, I don't see him. By the way, if he did say that, that's some archaic shit if a man does that. And if he does that, send it to me, I'll call the nigga out.
Very antiquated.
In 2025, I'm going to be going at niggas that's doing that, by the way. But
well,
for
talk
me,
to Shawty.
Who? Shawty? Okay, next time I'll come to the station. But yeah, for me, because to me, it's like when I see women, I think the problem with our community is that we love each other so much and we want so much from each other that we like, why don't you do better? And it's like, well, this is my best. And you should do your best and we should just love each other through that. Or maybe, let me tell you something. Nobody inspires a man to get off his ass and hustle more than the right woman. So when y'all be judging it, y'all just understand he probably just never met the right woman. I know I became a man when I was 19. I know it for a fact because I met a girl, we just started dating, and she got evicted. We was working at the airport, and we just had sex the day before. She was working at the airport, and I saw her sister looking for her, and I'm like, yo, such and such sister. She's like, yeah, how you know? She don't know I was just with her last night. I was like, let me take you to her. And she was telling her sister, yo, we our stuff is on the middle. This is in Atlanta. In Atlanta, I don't know about other cities, but when they evict you in Atlanta, they put your shit on the street for everybody to take it. So she comes say, our stuff's in the middle of the street. The girl goes, well, look, it was nice meeting you. I'm about to get on this bus and I got to get to the east side. I'm like, no, you're not. It's December. I'm taking you. And I took her. And I saved my tip money. I got us a hotel room. And then a couple months later, I bought her a car. I'm 19. Aww. But I'm saying, I loved her. And when you got a woman that you love, you want to protect and provide for her. But it's really hard to protect and provide if you're my enemy through me. Like, I'm not, listen, man. You know how many surgeries I paid for? How many purses I bought? You know how many trips I paid for? You know how many things I've invested in women? And I'll keep doing it because I love y'all. But y'all got to do better too. And that's all I would say. And then the third bonus. Make sure you put
That was all.
That's all bonus. Hold on, my bonus is really quick. I'm not going to explain it. My bonus is, let's leave lace front wigs in 2024.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
I'm sorry. I listen, as a black man, I like to touch your scalp. I want to lay in the bed with you and rub my fingers through your hair. Not the neck. I'm just being honest. As a black man, and that's what I'm saying. Don't be so judgy. Hear me. If you said, hey, stop slapping my ass during sex, I'll be like, yeah, I ain't like that. I thought y'all liked that. I didn't. You see what I'm saying? I want to be
So better. You don't want the weave at all? Because you can't run your fingers.
I don't mind weave if it's limited tracks.
Okay.
But I gotta touch something. I just need to touch something. It's so sexy to me to touch your scalp. Even if she got dreads, I'll touch. I just want to touch your scalp.
Locks.
No, I'm
just kidding.
So I'll touch your scalp, but to me,
that was very antiquated.
But the last thing I say is, I promise y'all, get rid of lace fronts.
That's 4.
That was a bonus.
That's 4.
I would jump in because I don't have.
No, Stanley got to
Can we go? Can we go, man?
Let me jump in.
Woman.
That's what I said.
Thank you.
Oh, you want to go, man?
Y'all ain't gonna blow us out.
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
I'll be
SP.
talking. Okay.
By the way, black men at home, take notes. Black women at home, take notes. We are only here to help each other. We are not here to hurt nobody. Take notes. This is important. Let's go.
So I'm going to say my first one is stop getting with women and attempting to change who they are. Just date who you like. We black men have been on podcasts saying women should be this, women should be that. Ain't no man doing that for this.
That's beta males.
Hold on.
Let her finish.
But we hear it time and time again. It's like, yeah, this and this and that, and it's like date who you like. If that's not the type of woman you like, if you don't like a woman that likes to go to 5-star restaurants and go shopping and this that, then you need to date the women that you like. You need to. That's first of all.
So this is number 3, or this is
my first one. There are ice cream women, ice cream dates, women that like to go on ice cream dates and stuff like that. And every woman will do simple dates with a man that they like, right?
But how do y'all know y'all like them?
So, no, we figure it out. But I'm saying, stop getting with me. If you want a woman to wear her natural hair, date a woman with her natural hair. Don't get with a bitch that started out in lace front wigs and say, I need you to wear a twist out.
You're right.
So date who you like.
That's not fair.
That's my number one. Date who you like. Stop getting with people trying to change them. Date who you like, because we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. You met me with a lace front.
And don't
complain about it. I don't want to hear it.
By the way, I can do that.
If she was dressing revealing or whatever when you met her, and you got with her when she was, and I don't know if that's her choice. If that's her choice, you got with her. Don't try to change it. Get with women that you like, so we don't have to hear that shit, because we don't want to. My second one.
Let's go, baby. Come on, let's go, SP.
Stop asking for traditional women, and you're not a traditional man. I'm tired of hearing the conversation.
Can you give us some of those traditions? What is
tradition? Listen, because like I said, I'm the type of woman, I don't care. I be silent on the conversation, like, I'm not making my man play the because I will. You know, I will where I'm taken care of. Absolutely. But if
So
you want to...
you'll cook breakfast in the morning if you have to be paying the bills.
Yeah, absolutely. What are you saying? Like, my daddy paid the bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see that. So, yeah, my mom gonna cook. Like, what are we talking about? If you want a traditional woman, you need to be coming with traditional values. But men be wanting traditional women, and we both got a 9 to 5. And so I'm coming home from getting home at 5, and I gotta make dinner, and I gotta wake up, and I gotta make your lunch, and I gotta cook breakfast, and I gotta do and I gotta wash all our clothes, and I gotta do all this shit, and you're not helping me. Like, where is the tradition?
I agree. By the way,
because the tradition is niggas was paying bills and your mama was staying at home.
Daddy was out there hustling for his family.
He was doing his
Even
shit.
the second family.
So
he was on overtime for them too.
Why do I have to be traditional and work? I'm going to my 9 to 5, and you want me to do everything? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
My third one is stop complaining about things men should be doing. I'm tired of hearing niggas crying about going to work. Like, we're going to work. We need to go to work. I'm going to work too. Like, I don't want to hear you whining. I've never heard my daddy like complain about working. Like, that's just what he's doing. Like, it ain't even down to work, but that's just the thing that comes to mind when I think about this. But I hear men complain about shit that we expect men to do. Like, to your point, it's like, men need to be, you said in 2025 you're going to start calling out men, and men need to be being men.
And I want y'all to call out women, by the way.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because we don't need to be wearing panties in public. That's crazy to me,
Who wear panties in public?
No, piggybacking off what you're saying.
There are women. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send it to you.
Lingerie.
It's becoming a
Girl,
thing. Like,
stop.
they're actually wearing actual underwear. But that's to your point. But I just don't want to hear it no more. Like, there's a difference between I'm hearing my man, babe, you had a rough day at work. Like, I can reason with that. Like, I can empathize and sympathize with that because I want to hear about your day. But I don't be complaining like, oh, I gotta go, I gotta get up and go to work in the morning and and I don't really want to, but I want to do this. Like, you hear a lot with artists. Like, okay, you got to work a job until music started taking care of the bills. Like, so if you got to go work at a call center for 9 to 5 and then be in the studio
warehouse,
until 3
wherever,
a.m., then you need to be doing that. But I don't want to hear it. But those are my 3.
By the way, great job. Brian, you go now. think in 2024, black women are louder than black men. I would say that, right? That's what I believe. And I also believe, hear me out, just it's because the reality is blaming each other doesn't get us anywhere.
Absolutely.
Like to me, it's about what's the recourse. But for me, I think that the most disrespected is the black man, because the black man, there's black men in this room. The first person that told me I ain't shit was a black woman. First person to let me up and down and said, nigga, if you don't get your ass out here with some of them dirty ass sneakers on, was a black woman. First person to tell me that I ain't enough was a black woman. You won't, Shyneka, y'all, I gotta tell you guys this. It's super important as all the ladies in the room. You guys don't understand what it's like to be judged by the opposite sex because of the clothes you have on. To be judged by the opposite sex because of the sneakers you wear.
Cap.
Like, no, hear me out. No man that I know, unless he's like a filthy rich man that understands class, is really on some like, did you see this? She had on Reeboks. I'm never dating. It's like men don't like I see a pretty girl in a fat ass and I want it. And I'm like, I could deal with the rest that comes with it. Women on the other hand, they see how far are you gonna take me? So the anger that comes from men, I want to explain to you guys because it's important. It comes from being rejected by the woman that you want. Because every man, you know, I've had a man saying she's the best thing that happened to me. That's the best he could get. That's why he took her. If he knew he can get better, he would have went and tried to get better. So if you better than what's the best he can get, he's gonna resent you. I tried to get at MzShyneka when we was
Oh God.
Now here's me out. No.
Date
By the way,
what you like.
I always play with her about this, but I'm gonna be honest. I got her phone number. I knew she was, but as soon as I knew, like, you know, nigga, I'm listening to her on the radio. She hosting birthday bash. I'm like, nigga, I ain't even got a ticket. Like, I can't step to this girl and try to be her nigga until I go get my shit together, which I think every man should do. The problem that men have is that we want women to choose us based on who we are. No, men got to stay. Like, take this flight, and this ain't my party. I'm working for the. I was super transparent because I just got tired of like liking you and you looking at me like, ooh, and then you find I ain't got shit and you like, ugh. That happened to me so many times in my younger days where you went after a girl. I remember I had this girl. Man, this girl would have been my wife. I met her. She was at Spelman. I was at Met. As soon as her friends found out that I went to Atlanta Metro, that bitch never answered my phone calls again. Every day she talked to me. As soon as I said I went to Atlanta Metro and I told her friends, she stopped talking to me. So I used to work at the airport pushing wheelchairs. Them Delta girls would give you their phone number and talk to you. But when they see you, they don't say, hey, Ray Daniels, Ray, come here. They say, wheelchair. Bitch, we was texting all last night.
I'm with y'all.
Listen. No, but it's important. I'm just saying is that, so the rejection, the anger that black men, because you both are beautiful women, the anger that you guys feel is a guy who really wants you, but he feels like he's not in a position to get you. And that still doesn't give him excuses. So my whole thing is I want to tell black men, get off your ass and do what you need to do because the world is not going to be gentle to you. And guess what? When we start doing that and we start loving y'all better, then we can protect y'all better. The whole goal, the problem that we keep having is, last thing I'm going to say, Beat, I'm going to give it to you. The problem we keep having is we keep focusing on the black man and the black woman when we should be focusing on the black family. Because that's the real issue.
It is.
The kids are suffering. We don't focus on the black family. And in the black family structure, everyone has a role. And sometimes that means, and like you said, Stan, as a black man, stop complaining about going to work. I never will. But as a black woman, don't complain if you want to do something. It's the same shit. It's like, don't complain if you don't want me to complain. And to me, I just look at it like, niggas need to grow the fuck up. Niggas is immature and stupid and need to grow the fuck up. And to me, I feel like that's what I want us to do. That's what Brian and I've been speaking about. That's why I want to have the subject. But at the same time, everything y'all said, I agree with. And we should hold niggas accountable. But black Do you think that there are more available great black men, or do you think there are more available great black women?
Oh, it's more available great black men than it is black women today.
What?
I'm telling you, and I'll
only
explain
know like
why.
7.
Let me ask you a question. Let me
I
say
only
this.
know like 7 great black men, like 7
No,
really
let me say
great
this. I
black
got a
men.
question for you.
I know like 1,000
This
great
is
black
not.
women.
This
Are
is
you
not.
gonna ask us?
This could be any
Because-
human
I
on
already
the
know the
planet.
answer. I was just trying to show him.
No, hold on.
I'm gonna let you finish. What I was trying to do is show him that we give black women a hard time like they have options. That's what I'm saying. There aren't too many black men out there that's really out here doing his best to make sure that his last name,
I disagree.
when he give it to a woman, is worth something.
Not in
30 to
this
1.
era. But let me say this though. Let me say this. Male or female?
30 to 1, I agree.
Male or female? Who's a person on this planet, male or female, that you cool with, you could say anything to, when they're fucking up, you like, you are fucking up, without them feeling raw about it because y'all had that type of connection? Who's that person?
It's only men.
No, but who's the person that
You, nigga, every nigga in this room.
No, I get it, but you just give me.
Teron.
Okay, so here's the thing. That's who I knew he would say, right? Because that relationship is
wrote it down.
pure. At the end of the day, I got this nigga's back. He has my back. He's a decent human being. I know him. So I see his struggle. I'm going to be with him. I'm going to ride with him till the wheels fall off. Black women are like, yeah, I got that relationship with you, but nigga, I'm not riding with you till the wheels fall off by definition of what y'all have been saying.
Can I be honest with you? Let me say this. They shouldn't have to.
No, whoa.
Black women should not have to ride with black men till the wheels fall off. That is fucking
Because I had my daughter that.
Exactly. Because you don't want your daughter.
Bang it. I'm gonna tell you why I said what I said.
Go ahead.
Last points, y'all.
This is why I said what I said. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it becomes more about what a person has than who they are. That's the problem with relationships. Relationships are this. You know, going forward, like if Teron is fucking up, hey nigga, you're not going anywhere with the fuck you doing right now. Tell your man the shit. Talk to him, communicate. Don't just sit back and be like, this nigga's complaining all the time and he wasn't the nigga he was when I got with him and I'm leaving next year. Like, communicate. But it can't just be about what I have and
I agree.
you
Now
understand
that's
what I'm saying?
true.
How a man go give advice when most men are making families and leaving
Let me ask you a question.
Final point.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
No, we good. Are we good? We good? How many? What we on time?
1 hour and 20.
Oh yeah, we good. 10 more minutes.
Run the clock.
Okay, no, hear me out. I'm gonna make.
10
See,
minutes,
this
that's
is
it.
what we don't do. We don't do this. Shyneka, Stanza. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most and 1 being the least, how much does money matter
Be honest.
when you date a man? Honestly.
I'd say 7.
What? Out of what?
Out of 10. 10 being the most and 1 being I don't care.
I would say 5.
Now watch this. Here's the difference between men and women. Brian, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is looks if you want to mess with somebody?
You said looks.
Looks.
Oh.
Nigga. 8. For me, it's a 9. So that's it. But see the difference? I know for a fact yours is more than 5, and I know for a fact
No,
yours
it's
is more than
not.
7.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's
5
not
means 50. You
because
got a 50-50 chance to be
no,
broke.
What?
No, because
If
It's 70 means you got a 30% chance to be broke.
I don't even want to be with you if you don't have the drive and ambition that
but
I
I'm on the
have.
clock.
And that's,
Yeah. An amazing time with
Miss
y'all.
Shyneka, you
Thank
brought this
Miss
in. We never
Shyneka.
talked about
Yes.
relations on the show before.
Really?
We never did this before.
Well,
The
welcome.
first.
Welcome. Then we loved it. We got to look at the comments and see how they come for this. I love this. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is that we are all 4 individuals that love our people, love our skin color, and want to see us all be prosperous.
Yes.
The hard part is that we are all 4 people who understand that we all had to get off our ass to be at this table to be worthy of talking. And all I'm saying is, instead of you complaining that you ain't worthy of talking, get up your ass and then somebody gonna ask you to talk. Somebody gonna ask you to be a husband, somebody gonna ask you everything. I'm only talking to men. If you get up your ass, you're gonna be straight. That's my last word.
Period. I love that. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for tuning in. Miss Shyneka, thank you for coming.
Thanks.
We had
By the way, you can
blast.
come anytime. I love you. You did so
always
good. But let's get up on Miss Shyneka, guys. By the way, can I be honest with y'all? We are really wrong for giving her a compliment. She's been on radio for 20 years. We should be looking for a compliment from her. Like, we telling her she did good. She
No,
like, "Nigga, I
first
did
of all,
good."
Did we do
This
good?
is the most.
How did we do?
This is the most enjoyable podcast that I have ever sat in the seat of. I am very impressed. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You go, girl.
Thank you.
ESQ.
And you, oh my God. You are my opposition, but everything that I love and can appreciate at the same time.
We
So,
love that.
That's how black people should talk.
Yes.
We should talk and love each other.
Well, to our viewers, thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and share with a friend. Repost us because this is how you help the show grow. That's Debatable, and we will see you next time. Yeah.
Well, that was so